Ik samologiste tokiri oti agathos alleluia.
Oti στον αιώνα το έλεος αυτού αλληλούια.
Right. When they look at all this, they look at it at a way earlier point in history. So when they look at the Anglo-Saxons,
Bro, he's got a mic. If it was MI6, he would have covered it up.
later developments, they don't want to keep track of. And the way that you are seeing Asians and black people mixing with your version of English. So like, do you see that you're...
How did they see the Anglo-Saxons?
So for them, they're concerned about their area, right, and their country and the groups that they have present in Germany today. When they look at the Anglo-Saxons, that's something that's further in the future. That wasn't something that they wanted to keep in track of. Right. And you're kind of doing the same thing when groups are mixing today in England. You're saying this is something that, you know, I don't want to have in this country. I don't want to keep in track of.
I don't. And
But do you see how that's how the Germans think of the Anglo-Saxons?
To my understanding,
Because the Angles and the Saxons were two groups.
to my understanding,
Yeah.
we're talking about World War II Germany, right?
No, I'm talking about German culture in general. Like the way English people talk about the Anglo-Saxons, that's like what Englishness is.
Yeah.
To the Germans.
There is more.
I think the argument.
No
from-
one asked you for your opinion.
Okay, but you spent like an hour 2 weeks ago talking about me, so
Yeah, I was talking about how far right you are.
so I'm far right. Okay, we can have that discussion in one moment. So I can even defend.
He's an extremist.
Yeah, he's in.
Yeah, he believes that my
He's
civic
not gonna like
nationalist.
No, I know.
Yeah, because he thinks I'm weak.
I'm willing to engage with you.
Why are you not willing to engage
I'm
with
willing
me?
to engage with
We
you.
were having a discussion.
My friend, I've been ever since he spent like an hour just trying to defame me. I've really wanted to
be
engage with him.
involved with any of that.
Yeah, no,
But Tay, my
we're having a good
recommendation
discussion.
to you
We're
would
having a
then
good
finally
discussion
engage with the
here.
accusations that you gave to someone else.
No one invited you into this.
And I didn't invite you to speak about my character behind my back, but unfortunately, this is a non-consensual relationship. So the argument about Germany and England is just going to be...
I'm not like
You're not
turning
associated
point.
with it.
No.
Yeah, so yeah,
Okay, that doesn't matter. Unfortunately, you're not associated with me, but you have the liberty of talking about me behind my back.
You kind of come in and like mess with the conversation.
Yeah, unfortunately, I did so because we're talking to a man who is not in good faith.
He seems to be arguing with me in good faith. So.
Yeah, but that's commonly...
And I say that as a man who's probably more
And that's,
far right than you.
that's commonly the trope of individuals who are successful at Speaker's Corner. Although they originally come off as quite nice, they slowly either break down or are quite sly with their tactics.
Judge a character and maybe, you know, like...
Yeah, and that could be the case, and then unfortunately then God will take that into account on Judgment Day. But right now, let's look at the facts. You spent 2 hours, right? You spent 2 hours, Kay. I will. So you spent 2 hours talking about me. Do you want to defend those claims?
If you want to do this for your camera,
Sorry, I'm in the way.
So Tay, do you want to... So Tay, do you want to actually be a man, like Islam teaches you to be, and face what you spent about 2 hours doing, because it seems like you're obsessing with me on the internet.
Really?
Yes. So you called me far right.
Well, you got your mic on, so it's not in good faith, right?
It is in good faith.
Last
In
time
fact,
I told you to come and speak to me.
pardon?
Last time when we spoke, I said come to the side and talk to me. Right?
Yeah, I did.
And you can't do that because you said of your autism, and I think it's kind of rich
Autism.
blaming
So
your
now you're an
autism.
ableist.
No, I'm saying it's unfair to blame autism
I never
for your
blame-
bad behaviour.
No, I try to be diplomatic with you and
And last time you
apologise for
were
behaviour
talking,
that I
you were swearing,
generally
cussing
don't.
left, right, and centre. Yeah.
Okay, so you're willing to talk to me?
Wait, brother, I just want to mention one thing.
Yeah.
He on X.
Before you if you want to talk to him, you have to record.
No, I
Because
don't
he's recording.
want to. No, I'm just gonna.
He's recording.
Yeah, I know he's recording, so I'm just gonna say stuff that he's done, but I'm not gonna engage with.
Okay, cool. So you're just gonna like moan about me to other people? That's hardly Islamic virtue. Yep. You know, I said that if someone wants to dox me, I'm going to use names that they don't like. Okay, and you can say that, but all I'm saying is that he's a pirate as so far as trying to pirate my information. He's Somalian. So.
You know what you were
And by the way,
you know what you were implying.
I'm not implying anything. In fact, you could actually watch the video and you'll see that if someone uses a name that I don't go by, I'm going to use names that he doesn't go by. So, Tay, the reason why right now I'm following you is to make it very clear that you're not principled, you're an Islamic jahil coward who can't actually engage publicly in a
I just want to
discussion.
mention that the individual following me right now, he retweeted.
Yep.
What's his name? Paul Joseph Watson.
Yes.
Is that the right name?
Yes.
The guy who calls people N-words, the guy who calls people P. words, it was
Wait,
exposed
so that
on
therefore-
audio, and you feel like it's right to.
So
platform
you
such an
think
individual
that
when
you
your-
think
when
that
Christian follow-
platforming
your
people?
Christian following
Yeah, okay.
has a lot of black people in it, has a lot of Asian people in it, and you are retweeting someone.
You publicly
You are
support
retweeting
Muhammad
someone.
Hijab, and Muhammad Hijab abuses women.
Yeah, good go away, man.
Okay. So, Tay, if you leave on camera, you'll see he's a jahil. No, I'm not.
Telling his
Hey,
audience,
am I
when I
not?
was telling his audience, no, I was
Oh,
telling
no.
his audience.
Paul Joseph Watson, yes. I reposted him
You
because he
also-
used my
You also
video.
went on an interview with, I believe,
Yeah.
Calvin Robinson,
Yes.
who threw a Hitler salute up.
No, it was
right?
a Roman salute.
No, it was a Hitler salute.
That's a
And your
Nazi
audience
salute.
knows what a Hitler
That's a-
salute
that's
is.
a-
Why was he deplatformed by his Anglican church?
Because he was
Because
being
he
overly
threw a Hitler
political.
salute. I'm sorry.
No,
Threw
that
a
was the
Hitler
Roman salute,
Threw a Hitler salute.
and the Hitler salute's like with
They're
that.
gonna edit it, make you look like you're the
No,
bad
I'll
one.
explain all this on camera. And actually, if you look at the editing, the only thing that's being edited at Speaker's
Also,
Corner are
I
the Muslim
believe- I
channels.
believe you were saying
You're losing the
you
battle.
also is your audience aware of the fact that the whole protest that kicked off with Epping Hotel,
Yeah.
the immigrant who did that was a Christian and was claiming his
No,
Christianity
I'm actually
as
aware of that, and
deflection.
I've said that.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
because
And you said deport them also. I want you to be
Yes.
clear that
I-
any
I'll
black
deport-
Christian, any black
yeah.
Christian that commits a crime, you want to deport them, right?
Yes.
Does that include your buddy David, who's been arrested? And
no,
if he gets
he
charged
wasn't
with a crime-
arrested. He
if
was
gets charged with a
de-arrested.
crime-
No, he wasn't.
If he gets
no,
charged with a crime,
yes.
are you up for deporting your black?
No, because he was born here.
Was he born here?
Yes.
Okay, but if another person that did commit a crime,
He's a foreign
and
national,
any,
yeah?
any.
If we reach a certain threshold, so that would be a minor
But you're
case.
basically
so.
saying you're saying.
So do
you're
you,
up for
do you believe
deportation.
arrestment for harassment is on the same level as being arrested
No,
for
but I just
sexually
want you to
assaulting
know,
someone?
You guys try and paint all Muslims as the ones that are coming in and committing the crime.
No, it's most of the illegals that come here.
But there's also a massive Christian element. You know that yourself. Right?
Yeah, the reason why
So
that
why don't you
is,
tell your audience that
I will
instead of,
respond.
like, trying to group
Because
everyone
the
as
reason
Muslims?
why is because asylum applicants self-identify as Christians, and if you look at the cases, especially in the Epping Hotel.
Sorry, I just wanted to mention one more thing.
Okay, great.
You've been going around causing havoc in this country, right?
Yeah. Like all the Muslims.
Attacking the police with your
I
mates who are in balaclavas.
When did
who
I
are
ever
yelling
attack the
out
police?
racist stuff, right?
When did I
So
ever
why
attack
don't
the
you go and
police?
apologise to your Christian audience?
In
about
fact,
the
I'll
fact that
explain
you're
to my
associating
Christian
with
audience what I
far-right.
do.
And you're
Do you want to have a discussion on that?
no.
Okay, so you just want to accuse
Because
me
you
of
come
that?
up to me and I'm going to just
It's
say
the type
stuff
of
that you did.
demoralising
You're calling
tactic
people
that
Somalian
unfortunately
pirates.
got-
You're calling for remigration, which includes
Actually, that
all
was
of you
more of a-
Christian immigrants, by the way,
What?
who are committing any crime
we'll be in
whatsoever.
the
A
same
certain
boat.
threshold of
We'll
crime.
enjoy it together.
And well, he was born here.
No, I'm saying to the camera.
Okay,
yeah,
you
I just think- I
if,
just think-
yeah,
I
if
just
you
think
sexually assault,
Christians-
if you sexually assault
We don't
someone,
be in the same
regardless
boat.
of your religion, if you're a foreign national, you get deported.
You guys go and
in
watch
the same boat.
Calvin
That
Robinson.
includes David.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Roman
Go and
salute.
watch
This is not a
go
Nazi
and watch
salute.
Calvin Robinson
Not a Nazi
throw
salute.
a Hitler salute, and watch how pathetic this is. The fact that Roman salute, that is a made-up term.
He's a
that came
child
way
just
after.
crying.
His buddy threw a. Okay,
You're,
let
you're,
me
spa-
paint
you're
the
just
context.
you're just
Let
crying.
me
Okay,
paint the
do
context
you want
for
to have a
guys.
discussion?
Let me paint the
Do you want to have a
context for you
discussion?
guys.
Tay,
Elon
I know
Musk
you're
threw
angry.
A Hitler salute.
I know you're
Calvin
angry.
Robinson throws a Hitler salute.
I know you're angry. Tay,
to promote the fact
I know
that
you're angry.
throwing a Hitler
There's no
salute
need to be
is
so
fine.
upset.
And this guy
If
is
you want to have
calling
an
it a Roman
engaged
salute.
discussion, that's fine.
He is retweeting
Problem
people
being-
like Paul Joseph Watson,
Paul Jo-
who
okay,
calls people
if you wanna
N-words
have the
and
thing
P-words,
that
and he wants to get rid of all of them.
Reposting or associating with people, therefore it
He's
means
going
that you
around the
agree with
country
everything.
causing
That would
havoc in this
therefore
country.
make him a
He's
sexual
causing
abuser
havoc in the
because
country.
I've seen him with Mohammed
slander.
Hijab.
You know
No,
what?
no, that's not
Slander.
slander. Listen,
I'm gonna
listen,
get you done
listen.
for this,
Okay,
bro. It's
okay, great.
defamation.
I
Are
said
you-
to you,
look at
if
him.
the principle is this,
No,
you
you
associate
called-
with
you know
someone,
what you said about
therefore
me.
the whole thing that someone does, you therefore
Am I
relate
going
to,
out
because
retweeting
in
people
part,
who are committing sexual abuse. Am I going
no,
out
no,
retweeting
you're with
people-
Mohammed Hijab.
I don't associate with Mohammed
You were in a
Hijab.
video with
What about
him,
me?
with me, Mohammed
He doesn't know anything
Hijab,
about
and
me.
yourself.
Whoa, wait, brother. Tell me about this
Yeah.
video about Mohammed Hijab and
Yes,
myself. Look at
me,
this clown. Look
you,
at this clown.
and Mohammed Hijab were in the same area. You're defending him,
Hang on.
and because you're on the same platform as him, I therefore accuse you of having a Mishra marriage with a poor woman in which you abused in a hotel. Because if the situation is this, you share a platform with someone, therefore everything that the one individual that you share a platform with, you're therefore guilty of. I want you to therefore to say that you were engaged with a Mishra marriage with Mohammed
don't know why
Hijab.
you're smiling.
If
You
you
don't even know
don't
the
do that, I want you to, however, condemn Mohammed Hijab, in which case I can agree with you that you're not guilty of that. That's my first
Can I
point.
speak? Can I
My
speak?
second
Can I
point.
address your
No,
point by
wait,
point?
hold
Because
on.
you're just
You
gonna
gave me
rattle
three
out here.
points.
You're just gonna
You gave me
rattle
a
out
3
15
points.
points.
No,
No,
you gave me
no,
3
no,
points.
no.
You
Let me-
rattled off 3 accusations
Okay,
of me, so
if
let me
I
respond.
debunk one of your points, can I
No,
walk
no,
away?
because unfortunately,
No, because you're a
you
coward.
gave me 3
You're
points.
a coward, and all you do is
A
walk up
coward,
to
I was the one
people
that came
like
up to
this.
you.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and I'm not up to you like this, by the way. We're actually
Well,
in a
that
fair
was the
distance
habit
with
that
one
you were doing
another.
before, right?
So, yourself. You gave me 3 points. Paul Joseph Watson.
Yeah.
Calvin Robertson,
Yeah.
and Somali Pirate.
Yeah.
I'm going to give an explanation of all three.
Okay, and we're going to just stick on
Okay,
these topics.
yeah, we're going to stick on these three
You're
topics.
confident on these
Yeah,
topics?
I'm confident.
Are you sure?
I'm very confident.
Are you sure?
Yes.
It's going to look really silly now.
Okay, great.
Right.
So the first one, I'll repeat this. If the claim is thus, that if you share in any way, shape or form, in any sense, a platform with your friends or anyone who shares the same platform as you, you're therefore guilty of everything that one individual does and therefore liable to defending the person's actions. I want you to therefore defend the actions of Ali Dawa fraudulently setting up a charity and taking money even though it's a registered company on Company's House. I want you to defend
You
Hamza's
said
den.
we're going to stick on the Muhammad
Yeah, no,
hijab.
we're sticking on three of them. No, hold on. I'm not. I'm sticking on the first point, which is your principle that you used against me. You use. Hold on. Tay, calm down. Tay, calm down. Right? There's no need to. Tay. No. What you did was Texas shotgun me individuals that I somehow now have to defend. Yes, because you had spent 2 hours talking about me. There's no more than 2 points of contact amongst one occasion. My friends. Okay, so harassment is defined as more than 1 point of contact across more than one occasion. Okay, now you're speaking to him.
No, I'm giving the context.
Okay, so we've got the fat boy over here and the skinny boy complaining. Hey, come on, he's calling me far right. That's the same sort of language that got Charlie Kirk assassinated.
He called you what?
Far right.
Are you far right?
No. No. Oh, okay. And no wonder Muhammad got kicked out of Mecca. Unfortunately, Muhammad got kicked out of Mecca. But I'm like Muhammad. But unfortunately, I didn't have to steal caravans. Pardon? No, I did not. No, did it hit Muhammad's nerve when he got kicked out of Mecca? He hit so much of his nerve, he had to start stealing caravans and living in caves. Okay, you're going to let me respond. No, hold on. Do you want me to respond? Okay, so the cameras are now here, so you're a charlatan.
No, because I want them to know you're the one that's a theatre student, ex-theatre student, and never made his career on it. So let me just talk about it.
Great.
Okay, I was having a discussion with a right-wing individual. He probably self-professes as far right. We were having a perfectly fine conversation, a civil conversation. And
Is
this
David
individual,
far right?
Are you going to let me speak?
Is David far right?
Are you going to let me speak?
No, I was just clarifying who you're talking about.
And then this person interrupts. The other person says, I might have closer views to you than I do to me, but let me have this conversation with Tay. And you just keep interrupting to the point where the person walks away, right?
Yes.
Yeah? So was that rude? Was that rude?
No, because in context, we have a man who spent 2 hours talking about me behind my back,
so this is-
libeling me with accusations.
So this is what he feels is right to rudely interrupt people.
Yeah, so I only reciprocate the respect that is given to me. If we have an individual,
I gave you so much respect.
No,
the
you
first time we
haven't.
talked.
No, you
The
haven't.
first time we talked.
Okay, now you're
and
just
you
going to
were
virtue
swearing,
signal.
you were insulting
Now
me.
the guy's just going to virtue signal. Are you going to virtue
Is that
signal?
virtue signaling?
Yes, it
You are
is.
virtue signaling according to
Yes,
your definition right now.
I am more pious than thee, therefore
Well, I
I'm
am.
going to take more
I stand
liberties
on
out against
principle,
you.
And I know. I don't have girlfriends.
Yes.
I have a wife.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So don't talk to me with respect.
Okay, I know that at my age I'm expected to marry within Islam, but that's a completely other issue.
Well, you're not meant to be dating Christianity.
I see what you're trying to do.
So, pardon?
So anyway.
Okay, wait. Hold on. Yeah, we are. So stop giving sly comments, Tay, and it'll be all good. Let's get to the main source of the problem. The reason why I had to interrupt you there today.
I just don't want you to slip in Ali Dawa and all of this.
No. If you want to get me in a position where whenever I repost someone's post or whenever I share a camera with a man, I have to therefore defend the man for everything he does. I'm going to list off and shotgun you every single Muslim in their scandal, and I expect you to do the same thing. I want you, Tay, hold on. I want you, Tay, to attack my own personal merit in what I say and do.
Okay, so can I talk now?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, so basically, this buddy here, he platformed Paul Joseph Watson by retweeting him, right?
What did I retweet?
You retweeted about Notting Hill Carnival and
Yeah?
how multiculturalism has failed.
Okay, does that therefore mean that I'm reposting a
So hang
multicultural
on. You retweeted about multiculturalism failing, about Notting Hill Carnival,
Yes.
and we know what Paul Joseph Watson is like.
So
He
wait,
calls
wait,
people. Hang on.
I
You
repost
let me
the
speak.
view.
You let me speak. You're getting scared
Okay, so
now.
the ultimatum
I'm
stuff.
talking
Yeah.
So Paul Joseph Watson,
Yeah, the Holy Spirit
he
don't
had a
work.
leaked audio. Can you guys be quiet?
I'm telling you.
Hang on. Oh, sorry, bro. Sorry, bro. Sorry, I didn't see. So Paul Joseph Watson, he retweeted Paul Joseph Watson talking about the failure of diversity in Notting Hill Carnival. not talking about the, sure, if you are a Christian and you're against the sexual ethics in Notting Hill Carnival, that's one thing. But Paul Joseph Watson was clearly talking about the failure of multiculturalism. And you know what he was implying, because I'm sure you're familiar with Paul Joseph Watson to the fact that you're retweeting
Can I give an
him.
explanation?
Hang on, yeah, sure. But Paul Joseph Watson had a leaked audio where he called people N-words, he said effing N-word, effing P-word, this, that, the other. We all know what Paul Joseph Watson feels like about that little dwarf, what he feels like about deporting us all, right?
Yeah.
Anyone who's black, anyone who's Asian. So this, you really, guys, do you really believe this guy doesn't have any context about Paul Joseph Watson when every other day Paul Joseph Watson posts a racist video?
So can I respond now?
I know, to my opinion, yeah, sure. In my opinion, can I also give the thing you said about Mohammed Hijab, right? And then you can talk as much as you want. Then you can talk as much as you want. Because I need to address it. So, according to him, platforming, there's no association there. Absolutely no association.
Do you condemn what he did then?
Yeah, what?
The mistrial marriage between him and his second.
I'm going to talk about
No,
that in a
do-
minute.
yes or
Let
no?
me finish this
Very
point.
quick,
Let me
yes or no?
finish
Do you
this point.
condemn it?
Look, let me finish the point.
Very,
I'll go to
very
it. I'll go to it
quickly. No.
straight away. I'll go to it straight away because you're scared about this. Okay.
I'm not
so
scared.
he believes that putting someone on X, like retweeting someone on X, there's no association there whatsoever. I think
Yeah.
there is some association there, guys.
This point has been made three
Yeah.
times.
Because you guys are disappointed in the fact that you guys are being
No, because
exposed,
he just very.
How are you talking about you guys? You know
He
nothing
does.
about me.
No,
He's
you're
you
involved.
guys.
You're
How are you
involved.
talking
You're
about?
involved.
He's a white man. He must be the part of the far right.
You're white as well, so you're involved.
Okay, so about the Mohammed Hijab thing. Yeah. I was, and
Sorry, bro,
hand
you're
on
involved
heart,
by
I was
association.
walking through that park
Yo!
to see what was happening because there was a big commotion in that corner going on, right? So I was coming across to see what's happening.
Good.
This guy just jumps up to me immediately when I'm walking across to see what's happening. I'm curious on what's happening because there's a big crowd there. Do you acknowledge there's a big crowd when you're talking to Mohammed Hijab?
No.
Or when you're actually interrupting Mohammed Hijab when he's having
No.
a discussion with someone else?
Yeah, I remember.
So I remember that now. So yeah, there was a big group there. Mohammed Hijab was talking with someone else, and you came interrupting, right? I didn't know what was going on, so I went over to see what was happening, and there was a big crowd there. He just instantly sees me, goes away from Mohammed Hijab, comes to me, and then I repeatedly, this video is online by the way, this is online, so I'm not lying. You guys can clearly see, I'm saying, I'm just walking through the park, and you come up to me, and this is annoying me, and this is harassment, and I'm not going to engage in a conversation. I'm not going to engage in a conversation where you just do this. And he just kept stuttering, saying he's autistic, which I think is a deflection, because you shouldn't be blaming your autism on your bad behavior. You are swearing,
harassment
it's
to go up to
swearing
somebody in the
Christian,
park and talk
it's swearing
to them.
Christian.
See why you're involved? That's
There was
why I said
multiple
you
comments on your Christian channels saying you are letting the side down with your foul language and
Okay.
with your rude behavior. So now,
am I gonna be
now
allowed
he
to
thinks,
respond?
now he,
Because now he's just liveling my character.
Almost there. So apparently, according to him, me walking over to see what's happening, and there's a conversation where he's interrupting Mohammed Hijab, is me associating with Mohammed Hijab, and now I have to defend everything Mohammed Hijab does because I just went over to look at what he was doing. That puts you all in
Okay.
association with Mohammed Hijab because you all go over and see what he
That's
talks
my
about.
point. That's my
So
point.
he's-
Can I respond now?
I'm finishing.
Can we respond?
No, I don't. You don't.
He's equating him retweeting Paul Joseph Watson, the racist who says N-word, P-word.
He's
and
already
wants
said this.
every
Can we have a time
deported
discussion now?
With what I do with Mohammed Hijab.
Can we have a
There you go.
Can we have? Okay.
No, I'm done.
So great. So, firstly,
Yeah.
just because you repost a post of someone, does that mean there's two things? You've either reposted it because of the person, or you've reposted it because of the message. I believe that Notting Hill Carnival, with the 14 stabbings that happened last year, either it demonstrates that the gang violence, which is typically tethered to ethnicities, or it's a case that Notting Hill Carnival is not a paid event, therefore anyone can enter. So the reason why I reposted him was because of the message, not the person.
you
Now,
repost Hitler?
no, 1 second. Well, there's a difference, right?
Is there?
Hitler.
Is there really?
Yes, there's a
there
difference.
really?
There's a
Have you
difference
looked at Paul
between.
Joseph Watson and
There's
what
a
he does?
difference between. Do you notice how you're now interrupting me? Because I have no idea who Joe. Besides from his YouTube videos, I have no idea who he was. Right? I may engage with him via the internet. I know he's an internet commentator. I know he's an internet commentator. Hold on. If you interrupt me again, I'll start being rude to you. So he's an internet.
let's keep it
All
simple.
I know about Paul Joseph Watson is that he's an internet commentator, right? I repost his tweet because I agree with the message. Now, Tay, my invitation to you is to discuss the merit of my political beliefs instead of affiliations, because retweeting someone is a very easy form of engagement with on Twitter. Anyone can do it, and anyone could be ignorant towards what the person does with everyone. So, actually quote what I say politically, and don't assume that I believe wholeheartedly with what everyone does. Because if it turns out that Paul Joseph Watson is this closeted racist, I condemn it. If it isn't true, I would agree with a lot of what he says politically. So Tay, don't be a coward, right? Instead of doing that, discuss on what I say politically myself on my platform that I've built up. My second point, the reason why I mentioned hijab is because you share a platform. The YouTube channels that you're using now.
I share a platform with you.
Okay, no, as an Islamic speaker, the Muslim speakers on these channels, like Hamza's Den, like Muhammad Hijab, like Ali Dawah, are either engaged in sexual or financial scandals. They are listed speakers on your channel, on the channel that you are using as an Islamic speaker. So in which case, you are sharing a platform with men who you agree religiously on issues, but not on the issues of their private sex life or financial life.
When did I say I agree
Point
with them
being,
religiously as
it's
well?
just because I agree with someone politically doesn't mean I agree with them being a secret closeted racist. To attack the merits of my own political beliefs instead of carrying away towards conjecture and nonsense like a school child. I want you to quote what I've said politically in my activism on my online posts and use it against me. If you want to use what is said on the repost about Notting Hill Carnival and you want to have a debate that Notting Hill Carnival isn't degenerate and encourage stabbings, you can have that discussion. But don't say, oh, it's this person and in his private life, which isn't my life, I have no idea about that drama, and you're going to expect me to defend it. I'm not Paul Joseph Watson, I don't need to defend that man. If he's a closeted racist, I condemn it. Now, I condemn
But you're
that.
gonna take the tweet down?
I condemn that. Well, no, because I don't know anything about it.
And
I agree
so
with the
how are you
message.
condemning?
I
How are you
agree.
condemning?
I agree with the
How are
message.
you
I agree
condemning
with
him
the
if you're not
message
willing to
because
take
I
the tweet
agree
down?
with the
Because you're just
message.
about
Because I agree with the
platforming
message.
yourself, buddy. You're just
I
an ex-data
I
student
agree
who
with the
wants
message.
platform and
I
you wanna get
agree
out
with
there.
the message.
You agree with the message?
Yeah.
Wait. So you agree with the message that multiculturalism has failed?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. And you know the person that was tweeting that was implying racist undertones. Now you know that. Now you know that.
No.
And you're not willing to take it down.
No. Because
Interesting.
you could say that
I
privately
think I know
someone
why. I
has.
think I know why, because
Okay.
he's around this park and he's saying, quote me directly, right? I'm going to quote him directly.
Go on.
He called one of my friends a Somalian pirate.
Yep.
I think that's a bit racist.
Do you know why?
That is
Do you wanna-
hands up.
does anyone want to know why? Does anyone want to know why? Does anyone want to ask why? Why? Do you want to know why? Because firstly, he doxed my real name, a name. Okay, he said that. We've got screenshots of.
Only one
Oh, wait, hold on. We've got. Wait. He's going to interrupt me. We've got screenshots of him listing YouTube videos of the name, my full name, the name that I don't go by, even though he knows I'm vulnerable. He knows that I'm homeless right now. He knows that Prevent are after me. He knows if I. Wait, 1 second. Oh yeah, interrupt me. Okay. Hold on. So firstly, he knows I'm a vulnerable minor. Then he uses my real name because he knows that the certain more radical elements of Islam could use that. In which case, I responded with this dilemma. If you use a name that I don't publicly go by, I go publicly by
you
Young
said you're
Bob.
okay
Wait,
with
1
going
second.
by your name now.
Hold on. Yeah, I said that afterwards. Because
how do you know you didn't use
beforehand, I very publicly said my name that I go by is Young Bob. I never publicly said on any online. Wait! Stop interrupting me, Tay.
Anyone that put his name out, I agree. That was wrong.
Okay, that is wrong. That is wrong. So I gave this ultimatum. I said that if you use a name that I don't go by, I'm going to use names that you don't publicly go by. The reason why I called him a Somali pirate is because. Wait! Hold on. That is a name. The reason why. Hold on. The reason why I called him a Somalian pirate is because he's Somalian and he pirates videos and he also pirates people's public information. So he's a Somalian pirate.
What he's doing here is everyone knows what he's implying by retweeting.
You can say that, but that's what I publicly
Everyone
said.
knows what he's implying by saying Somalian pirate. But he's just playing a game for you guys. He knows. He even looks
Can you prove it?
smiling. He knows what he's.
Can you prove it?
He knows what
Can you prove it?
Well, Somalian pirate. Can I go around calling anyone a Somalian pirate? No.
If
because
he's
it's racist,
if he's a pirate and if he's
racist,
Somalian, you can call him a
It's
Somalian
racist,
pirate.
derogatory
So
term.
if it was just a pirate, would that be okay? Because his Somalian is kind of
Why are people laughing? They obviously know what it
You know
implies.
where it comes
You
from.
know what it
right?
implies.
No.
Everyone's actually
Do you agree with doxing people? What is worse, doxing someone's name as a public
hang
figure,
on.
or calling
So-
Tay? Because you interrupted me, I'm going to pose you this question.
Yeah.
Is it worse to dox the name of a vulnerable minor, or to call someone who is a pirate and Somalian a Somalian pirate.
Why are you equating?
No. Answer the question.
I'm happy to say that both.
Answer the question. Which is worse? Is it to dox the name of a vulnerable minor, or is it to call someone who is a pirate and a Somalian pirate?
Okay. Both is wrong.
Which one's worse?
Mine is worse. Mine is worse.
Both is wrong.
Which is worse?
Of course,
Which is
putting-
worse?
of course
Because,
putting a
by the
vulnerable
way,
person-
doxing someone's name could lead to several things. Their career being over, their family disowning them,
So can
them
calling
being
someone a
kicked
Somalian
out of their
pirate.
house.
So can you calling someone a
How is a
Somalian
Somalian
pirate.
household going to kick someone out for calling a pirate?
Yes, you can.
It can.
How?
You can. It's a racist remark.
How
It's a
can
derogatory
your
term.
family kick you
In the
out
context
for
of the
calling someone a
situation-
Somalian pirate?
He's jumping in. Okay.
Everybody knows.
So, here we go. If I may.
That terminology mentioned. Everyone knows.
Very quickly,
Nobody's denying
simply
it.
mentioning somebody's
Doesn't make
ethnicity
one right.
and then applying a designator afterwards is not inherently racist. For it to be racist, it has
Oh,
to
the
be
course
either-
is racist, and he's racist as well.
Oh, so you
All right.
come after
So,
redemption, yeah?
how are you? How are you guys? So, Tay, I appreciate that today you're calm. Let's see if at the end of this you'll be running away yelling again like you did last time. So, simply calling somebody a Somalian pirate inherently is not racist. For example, if I call Jack Sparrow an English pirate, that wouldn't be me calling being racist to Jack Sparrow. Simply using a cultural designator, Somalian, Nigerian, even English,
I'm from
and then
Cornwall. I'm a Cornish pirate.
oh, dude, that's racist. That's racist. That's racist.
I come
Okay,
from- I come from
so therefore, what is actually racist, unfortunately, is implying that there are certain groups of people that you cannot apply a designator to. Now, if you call somebody a Somalian pirate in retort to them exposing your identity, that is not inherently racist. You can say it's offensive, but not racist.
He's a
because
pirate.
A pirate.
He pirates
is not a
videos.
positive thing.
He pirates videos of speakers,
It's that simple.
and he pirates people's
Oh,
public
guys,
information.
next step. The reason it's embarrassing. Now, here's what Tay's gonna do. The reason it's embarrassing is because Tay's gonna tell me that because I'm black, I should not allow somebody to call somebody else a Somalian pirate. That is inherently racist. Because Tay is assuming that because I am black, I have to agree with everything he says. That is racist. Because Tay only ever sees the world through race. I do not. So, my racist, go ahead.
Who's the buddies I hang around with?
So let me name one, right?
Wait,
can
so
you be quiet for a
after
second?
that, I'm
Yeah.
going to name off
As long
all
as
of
Ray
your...
is quiet, I'm quiet
Oh,
too.
wait, hold on. After you name all the people that supposedly I'm with and I agree wholeheartedly with everything they do, I'm going to list off all of the Muslim speakers in Speaker's Corner who are engaged in financial and sexual scandals. And if they, I'm going to assume...
proof?
I've got proof, yes.
Show us.
I'm going to show it after this.
Show us.
And
No,
I
afterwards,
guarantee...
Show us in front of the screen.
Yeah, I will.
We'll come to you and show all the videos,
if
don't worry.
This is the
We got you, don't worry
This is
about
the Tay
A video. I
method.
can make a video up.
If someone
I can
is
show
at the,
several, don't worry.
if someone is in the same protest, or if someone shares the screen with someone else, that therefore means that everything that the person you're next to does, you therefore have to agree with. Now, if that is the method that Tay is going by, Tay, if that is his judiciary he wants to live under the Sharia, should be arrested for financial scandals and sexual scandals, for abusing women, for lying about registered companies, and for lying about taxes.
Seven, go ahead.
Can I go now?
Yes.
So,
All right.
according
You did a good
to
job, man.
my buddy here,
By the way, your
he's
tech is very
saying
lovely.
when I called him out on his platforming, on his own X account,
You hit him
he's
with a little
platforming
bit,
well-known
and
racist,
then you make him happy.
well-known
At the end.
fascist. He's retweeting people like
No, just
Paul
uninformed.
Joseph Watson.
You're not stupid, you're
who
uninformed.
has, and the retweet he did was about the failure of multiculturalism
Oh,
in
no.
Notting Hill
I
Carnival.
didn't even go to school for him.
Knowing full well what Paul Joseph Watson believes, where he has leaked audio where he's calling people effing
no,
N-words,
no.
effing P-words, and get them all out of the country, this, that, the other. And everyone knows what
Proof,
Paul Joseph
please.
Watson is like.
I want proof of that.
Proof is, just go to his YouTube channel and just look at his
Oh,
videos.
so he
You'll
doesn't
know
have
what
proof. Love it.
what he believes. Second thing is, he
now
also,
you just
so
attach
he
any word
says
to
that's not
anybody
strong
and
enough
just say, go to the
association. I'll give you
channel
another
and
one.
scroll through
He
if
went
you
on
find it,
Calvin
okay?
Robinson's
Great.
podcast
Yeah.
and talked about the
homeless situation.
unfortunate situation that he's going through.
So that therefore
hang
means
on,
that I
hang
have
on.
to agree with Calvin just because I platform myself about being homeless.
You could have platformed yourself anywhere, but you went to Calvin Robinson,
No,
who threw it.
because people don't platform everyone. Like, for example, the Czech wouldn't speak to me.
Okay, Calvin Robinson threw a Hitler salute after watching what Elon Musk did.
Is that Hitler
He's
salute?
throwing a Hitler salute right now.
Power to the people.
He's doing it right now.
Power to the
He's doing it
people.
now. Wow. Where we go?
Is that Hitler salute? Guys, is this a Hitler
you
salute?
know what he's implying. We all know
Get on
Calvin
camera.
Robinson.
Power
We all
to the
know
people.
Calvin Robinson threw it with an open hand, and we all know what he's doing right now. And he thinks, keep going, bro.
Yeah,
You're
come on.
exposing yourself. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let you
So
do what
you
do.
think this is genuine fascism? Because if
No,
you
I
think that's
what's genuine
fascism,
is Calvin Robinson.
Wait, is this
throwing
fascist?
His hand out with an open
so
hand
you actually think that
after
this is
what
the same
Elon Musk did.
action? Okay, so Tay,
Yeah.
your sort of rhetoric was the one that directly called for the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Because what you do is that you loosely, I'll prove it, I prove it. You believe that this action is equal, hold on. This action is equivalent for persecuting and killing in the most brutal faction.
can I come
Yeah, after I respond. So this man believes this action here, like this, is on the same volume, historically, to groups that persecuted millions of Jews and killed them in the most brutal fashion. He believes this is a dog whistle for a regime that persecuted millions of people, including Christian saints.
So many people in England.
Now,
fight for
this
ideology,
is
and he's throwing
on-
it in
yes.
the speaker's corner unashamedly. It's disgusting.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so you believe this speaks volumes to the same fascist ideology of Hitler and Mussolini?
Would also use the power
In the
fist.
implication that you're doing
Well,
it.
then,
What's the implication here?
And also, you mentioned about
What's the
Charlie Kirk.
implication?
You mentioned about Charlie Kirk, okay?
What's the implication?
I made a video on my channel yesterday completely condemning what happened to Charlie Kirk.
Do you condemn the Muslims
Defamation.
laughing?
And it's, I don't know
right?
what the word is, but
Yeah.
it's
Do you condemn DeenResponds laughing at
why
the
do
death
I
of
have
Charlie
to condemn
Kirk?
other people when you know
Why
you're
do you
willing
have to
condemn
condemn
one
Paul
person?
Joseph Watson and Calvin Robinson?
I condemn.
Do you condemn DeenResponds for saying, thank God Allah, Charlie Kirk
I
died?
don't think it was appropriate. I condemn it. Are you
You
willing to
condemn it.
condemn? I've got no association with DeenResponds. I've got no association with Mohammed Hijab.
How about Daniel
He thinks- he
Hitikatu?
thinks-
How about Daniel
hang on,
Hitikatu?
hang on.
What
He
about
thinks-
Daniel Hitikatu?
He thinks.
What about
Are you gonna
Daniel
let me talk?
Hitikatu?
Are you gonna let me
What
talk?
about-
I condemn
hold-
Daniel Hitikatu. I don't care.
Okay,
But
you
let me
condemn
talk.
it.
Let me talk. Okay. So he thinks I associate with Mohammed Hijab. If I just go over to Mohammed Hijab's
Because you think if I
discussion
repost
to
someone,
listen
I do.
in to what's happening, that's not associating. That means you all are associated because you've all watched videos.
Yeah, that's
where
my
Mohammed Hijab was
point.
in
That's
there.
my point.
So,
His
but there's a
principles
difference.
are rubbish.
There's a difference between going over. I don't know if I've lost my head today, but there's a difference between going over and listening into a conversation and not agreeing or anything, just listening to a conversation, and actually going on a Nazi person's podcast, someone who threw a Hitler salute, someone who wants remigration
Hitler
of all
salute.
ethnic minorities, and someone going on his podcast, someone who's been
But you think
deplatformed,
remigration's
someone
fascist?
who's been deplatformed by the Anglican Church, his Anglican Church, by the way.
I'm not.
So
It's not
Christians who are
my
against
Anglican
things
church. I'm not Anglican.
No, not yours. His original Calvin Robinson
Okay.
was a deacon in an Anglican
Okay.
church, and he got deplatformed
So-
for throwing a Hitler salute.
Okay.
So the fact
I'm gonna
is,
give two
you're
options.
throwing a Hitler salute.
Either
you're
we can-
throwing a
okay.
salute now in memorial
ultimatum,
of.
man. You're
You're
not
throwing
I am
a
gonna.
salute
No,
now.
you're not.
You're throwing a salute now in memory
My
of
boy's interrupting.
Calvin Robinson's
he is?
open-handed Hitler
Oh,
salute
Rehan.
after
Better keep quiet,
what
otherwise
Elon
I'll come
Musk
back in
did.
again.
I'm not saying either way what Elon Musk did, but we all know what Calvin Robinson
Can I respond
did
now?
when he threw that
Can I
over.
respond?
He's throwing these salutes in the middle of Speaker's Corner, unashamedly, when his grandparents, when my grandparents fought against his ideology.
Okay. So can I respond now? Can I respond now? Can I respond
This is
now?
what Tommy Robinson wants. as
Can
a
I respond now?
spokesperson. Someone who throws
I'm a
salutes.
spokesperson for Tommy
You're a
Robinson.
Well, you're not meant to be speaking at. Well, you're not meant to be speaking
Yeah.
at protest. So he's a spokesperson.
That's not a
for Tommy
spokesperson.
Robinson.
Firstly,
Because
it's
you were
not his
gonna
event.
speak at his event.
It's not his event.
You're going to speak at the event, no?
Tommy's a spokesperson in the United Kingdom. It's not his owner.
By the way, on Tommy Robinson, Tommy
Okay, so
Robinson
he's just gonna allow
has
tomorrow.
said the P word. He's called Pakistani people, Pakistani descent,
Okay.
P word, and he knows that.
Okay,
And he's platforming
so
Tommy Robinson. He doesn't mind sharing that.
we can either, and again, this is my invitation. It's very clear.
So let me understand.
This is it where.
You walking over to a
Wait,
discussion
hold on.
means I'm associated with a person for him doing a podcast.
Teach some Islamic virtue and have a fair discussion. So, we've got two options to continue this discussion. Wait, hold on. Rayhan. So, you can either do this. You can continue in this infinite regress of oh, you're friends with this person, and that therefore means that you agree with them in every single way whatsoever. Or we can actually talk about what I have said publicly,
Like when
and
you
we
call
can
people foreign
defend. Pardon?
You call people foreign filth.
No,
and
I
do a
said
protest.
on no,
You
I
call
no no
people
I
foreign
said
filth. That's
the people who sexually
Language
assault.
like foreign filth,
No no no.
language like foreign
I
filth,
said.
military
Wait,
filth.
do you agree with this? Do you agree? And this is the speech I did at Portsmouth. I said for those people who come here from Calais to Dover and who sexually assault young white British people, they are foreign filth. Now, no, hold on. Yes, he is foreign filth. He is foreign filth. He is a foreign. He is foreign filth for sexually assaulting a minor. Are you going to keep on interrupting me? Are you going to keep on interrupting me, Tay? Tay, you're an Islamic coward with no virtue. Yes, I will. And I will also go on to say that I spoke with a Stand Up to Racism representative, 1 second, and she said to me, and I quote, these migrants at the hotel, their Christianity is that they are baptized in the UK. The reason why is because they get asylum applications through self-identifying as Christian and claiming they receive persecution. They claim they're Christian when they're here, when they are legitimately not believing in and confessing the Christian faith. They are all baptized in England, and they were never originally baptized from the country they came from.
Don't intimidate.
So okay, the individual, are you going to willing to condemn your buddy David?
And by the way, do you know why I said foreign filth? Wait, 1 second. Do you know why I said foreign filth? Do you know why I used that? Hold on. Do you know why?
You're saying everybody there is.
Do you know why I said that though? Okay, there's an individual, a independent journalist called James Harvey. He was covering a hotel protest in Norfolk, in which case he said the same thing. He said, for the immigrants who come here from Calais to Dover that sexually assault young white British people, they are foreign filth. Now, he got arrested and is potentially facing prison for 2 years for what he said. So what I did was saying the exact same thing that he said to demonstrate that our judiciary is loaded. The police will never optically decide to arrest someone under the age of 18 for what they say, therefore demonstrating that hate speech law is not off the merit of what you say, but whether the police will get away arresting you for it. And that was protesting the police state within the UK. So, given the two contexts, that no one likes rape and that they are foreign and they're filthy for raping people, and that it was a dog whistle for the fact that we live in a police state, I want him to firstly either address the dilemma that we can either be like children in saying that his friend said this, or we can publicly quote what we believe in terms of our political and religious philosophy, then attack that. Either be an adult debater or be a child.
Who's being the child?
Because you were interrupting.
Anyway, was there not more Christian ways to go about doing exactly what you said, rather than repeating them?
But you're the one unfortunately interrupting.
That's not a Christian way of doing things.
Oh wait, so when Christ called Jews the son of Satan, what do you think that means?
How did Christ deal with
How
did he deal with the Samaritans? How did he deal with these people?
So he called the Pharisees.
He loved your neighbor, not calling a group.
I love these people.
By not
They should just go home.
I need to run more. So by not calling people foreign filth, because
do you not believe they are filthy for doing that?
That's one man.
Are they?
Blame the individual.
Yeah,
Don't blame the
I
collective.
did. I said for those that do that.
Look at the double standards. Look at the double standards. That individual who
Are they filthy for raping people?
Yes.
Yes, they are. Are they foreign? Are they not from the UK? Wait, hold on. They're filthy. You agree? Yeah, because you were interrupting me. So they're filthy. Yes, you did for the entire discussion. It's on recording. So you agreed with me and you said yes, that they are filthy. You said they were filthy and they are obviously foreign, therefore they're foreign filth.
Okay.
You just agreed with me.
Can I talk now?
Yes.
So the individual who kicked off the Epping Hotel protest was an individual, a Christian called Hanish Kabashi, who said, "I'm a Christian, I don't do this thing." Yet he was found guilty of abusing 2 teenage girls, right? So am I okay in attacking the whole Christian community because of the actions, or the whole community of one man, and saying deport the foreign filth, deport all of them? No, that's not appropriate language. That's hateful rhetoric. And I'm not surprised people are carrying salutes if they're talking like that. So, also, his buddy here, David.
Oh, he's talking about you, my friend. He's talking about you.
How can I help you, Tay? Tay, how can I help you?
He said.
Yes. Okay. So if I may very quickly. So what Tay is referencing currently? Last week he asked me the following. He told me, do I condemn anti-Muslim behavior or people who attack Muslims? I said yes. I listed the following: Hezbollah, Boko Haram, the Muslim Brotherhood, and ISIS.
We stand in the persecution of Shia Muslims.
Exactly. And then he changed his question in order for me to then note that
I
apparently
denounce
he
the
wants
Shia
to denounce
persecution
people.
of
Exactly.
I denounce Shia persecution.
Persecution by Sunni Muslims.
Yes.
Amen. So that is us showcasing that we care when the Muslim community is attacked. Now, what he wanted me to do then was he wanted me to name non-Muslim
I
groups
condemn
that attack
the
Muslims.
persecution of the
I don't know,
Ahmadis,
but
of the Sunnis, of the Shia, all persecuted by Sunnis.
Are
Yes.
you willing to denounce him? Because he was not
Do
willing
you
to do the
denounce
same.
the Muslim persecution of Shia Muslims?
He's telling me to denounce Muhammad Hijab, DeenResponds, people like that associate with, people like share any
Wait, so Tay, do you condemn
right here, right now, with him, backing him, when he was saying that there is no anti-Muslim behavior.
No, we Okay, put the female sunglasses away. Stop being a transvestite, put the female sunglasses away. Now, Tay.
Him standing next to his body,
Okay, so you need to understand this. The discussion was you are asking him to condemn terrorism. He listed off all of the mainline terrorist cells. Yes. And notice how, compared to the volume of Muslim terrorists, you cannot adjacent that with the amount of Christian terrorists. Most religious persecution is coming from Muslims.
Go back to your history,
Most certainly. Look, for example, the UN statistic.
Why are you changing the topic?
I'm giving you an example. I am giving you an example and also giving a context of the discussion.
You guys fighting in India.
Mate, put the female sunglasses away.
This guy coming to India in my
David.
country. 200 years you occupy. We forget that. Terrorism by you.
Don't talk to me.
Okay.
You don't know about me. Don't talk to me.
This is not going to
I know that
respond.
you're a pussy
He's
hole.
refusing to.
You're
Then
a
when
pussy
he
hole.
said, I don't know Muslims are persecuted
You're
by
a pussy hole.
non-Muslims.
You're a pussy hole.
Sorry.
All right.
Fucking elbow straight.
Go ahead.
Do you understand?
Go ahead.
Don't talk to me
Go
like
ahead.
that. Do you understand?
I dare you.
I dare me.
I dare you. Go ahead.
Let's walk. Come, let's walk.
I dare you.
Let's walk.
The type of individuals we need deported from the UK.
Don't fuck yourself.
I dare you.
You just need to go home. Just go home. The type of individuals I'm talking about in my deportation policy. We will remigrate you, my friend. The fact is that you're a scared little jahil who can't engage in genuine discussions. Yes. Yes.
Of you.
Of debates,
Of
yes.
you.
Yes.
I ain't scared of you.
Yes, you are.
I don't get told by someone
Yes.
to tell me what to do, what not
Yes.
to do. Do you understand?
Yes. We will remigrate you, my friend. We will remigrate you. Bye-bye, my
You can
friend.
still have a career. Sort yourself out. Stop associating with people like him, okay?
Okay. Bye-bye, Tay. Now, those are the type of individuals, and you for being a transvestite, the type of individuals we will remigrate if we had my way in terms of migration policy. Now, notice how my interlocutor over there refused to talk about what I actually said personally about my political and religious beliefs. Rather, he did the childish thing of, your friend said this to me, therefore you're accountable for what your friend said to me. I don't know what people on the right do in their private life. I appreciate Paul Joseph Watson because he originally platformed me and shouted me out on his Twitter. I don't know what he did on a private phone call because so far I'm busy with my personal situation that I can't focus on others. Second point, notice how, yes, he shares on YouTube channels in which he is listed as a speaker and all the other speakers of Islam are sexual degenerates.
Double standard. You have double standard.
You are, because you're a transvestite, even though Allah will converse them.